Oh, we're safe. I got a good rifle in the house, like a semi-automatic.
The judge is in there.
That's coming from up there now.
All right, good evening, everybody. Hope everyone can hear us.
We're glad you guys are here. It's been a little while.
You could say that. All right.
Okay, just getting our screen ready.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. We'll greet everybody in just a minute. We've got two different verses tonight. One to start things off and one to wrap things up. To start things off, we'll go to Ezekiel 38:7. Prepare thyself and make thee ready, both thou and all thy multitude that are assembled with thee, and be thou their safeguard. Prepare thyself and make thee ready, both thou and all thy multitude that are assembled unto thee, and be thou their safeguard. That's Ezekiel 38:7. And we'll start with a prayer. Father, we thank you for your protection, for your provision. We thank you for everyone that's gathered here. We thank you for your wisdom. We thank you for your love and your mercy and your grace. We ask that you cover everyone that is here with us with your protection, and that you will give them the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and that they will learn whatever they need to know to keep them and their loved ones more safe. In Jesus' name we pray. In the name of Yeshua. Amen. Okay.
Amen.
It's been a little while, so we'll remind you that we have 3 Facebook pages: Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas. We have the Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman, WOMBMAN, and Son Center and Database, and then the LeadTrackerE channel, LeadTrackerE. So those are not channel, those are all on Facebook. And then we have the YouTube channel, this one here. Be sure you like and subscribe. And then also the LeadTrackerE YouTube channel. And
Also, the Bigfoot documentary. Let me get that image up real fast. The Bigfoot documentary is titled Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers and Surrounding Areas. That is a DVD, the Bigfoot documentary DVD that you need to get. It's a very important documentary. It's not like the ones you would see on YouTube or even in a store. It's not. We don't waste any time or breath or film on much. We even take out the breath that's between the words or the pause, so that we can get as many words as we can in there. But it has visuals that also would go with that's our documentary video, our DVD. But we've also written a book titled Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and that is on PDF right now. It's on a pre-sale. It's on a pre-sale right now. You can order that through here. It's in the description also. That's a very important book that no one has ever written one like this. We've got made sure that all of our trackers have this book. And it's also being translated into Spanish. It's that important that we need as many people learning what's out there and everything in this book that's going to help them. The documentary also goes hand in hand with this. And if you can get both of them, but at least start with the book. It's very important information, and a lot of things that we're going to be talking about is in this book. It's higher than any researcher has ever had. You'll be already at the top of any researcher of any amount of years just by reading this book. Also, the Bigfoot documentary, DVDs on Blu-ray, $101. The book on PDF only for right now is $25. It's very important that you get this information. You'll understand once you get it and read it. Or we'll also be giving some reviews. Should be out pretty soon. A lot of people are finishing up their book, and then we're supposed to get some reviews to post for people here. Also, Patreon members, if you would like to become a Patreon member to either support the Tracker channel or to be involved for more information, if you need more information. Like these streams here, it's used for interviews and helping people right now, giving information, helping with information. But with the Patreon membership, you are given access to the Tracker morning Tracker talks. You might have seen that on the internet a couple of times. That is a private one that we use just for our Patreon members and our trackers. We have meetings every Tuesday and Friday mornings from 9:30 until we're through. We share information and updates and what's going on and things like that. But it's very important information that we share with each other. And you can have access to that by becoming a Patreon member. But also, if you would like to support the channel, which we can always use support to keep going to and fro, getting from place to place to help other people. And if you have watched this channel for a while, you know that's exactly what we do. What's next?
We have links below. We've got the full complete video of the Tracking and Deterrence 101 for homeowners. We have both a link for the trailer and a link for the full video. Those are on the LeadTrackerE channel. Click on that link and watch those after this is over. And we also have the spiritual house cleansing video with LeadTrackerE and Jerry Williams. Those are both in links in the description box. And we want to give a shout out to Lost Adventures, to Life's Adventures, to, to,
and Life's Adventures also. Life's Adventures, two of them different.
Yeah, and TRACKERE's channel. She's back again in the Vault of Nightmares. We got to meet him the other day and spend some time with him. Meet him personally. We already knew him and we were already friends, but we got to actually spend some time together while he's recuperating. He gave us these cool shirts, and he could sure use y'all's prayers, and
support.
We got to hear his testimony and meet Kat, and what great people. Really, really nice people. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and show them some support, and that we're also going to be hopefully sharing some information and getting with them and getting more information out to everybody. But it was a good stop for us. Also, was on the road for a long time, and he also gave us these little belt knives or boot knives you can also use. I'm not sure who the name of the person who made these,
Beautiful.
but it's a different kind of steel, and it will do its job. And we wanted to thank them for that. They also
Very sweet.
gave us a listening device, like a
Yeah.
um,
And we were like, he's going through so many troubles of his own, and here he's trying to worry about us. And we thought that was just so sweet.
he gave us this, and we're going to be using this in the field.
But he's on the mend, and he's going to be better soon and back out there tracking. And if y'all get an opportunity to listen to their testimonies, it's really touching.
Yeah, it was very good meeting with Vault and Kat. Good people. Check their channel out. Let's see. Also, that this is not an open forum channel. This is a tracking channel. It's used for teaching, sharing information, and interviews. So we'd just like to ask everyone to be patient with their questions and have them related to the topic that we're talking about during the stream. We will have question or Q&A nights for all sorts of questions, and some of them we'll write down just to answer them for that night, just in case you're not there. But it's not an open forum channel. Here we do the teaching and we share information, and like tonight, that's what we're doing also. But we're also going to be doing more tracking very soon. We're just getting in from the field. We had a long couple of different places that we had to be at. We made everything. The divine orchestration, the intervention, everything happened. We watched it happen. We watched everything go as planned, and we expected it to go like that. We knew it was going to go like that, and we just watched it unfold. It was something to watch. And we will be scheduling another track that's coming up in November. That's also an important track that we'll also keep people updated on. And we will be checking out other areas now that we're back in this area of friends' homes and places that we've already tracked at and did deterrence. We're going to go back also and check and visit with friends and family in this area. We also got to do our own deterring here, here in this area, in our own backyard. So we're going to be busy also, but we will have other trackers in. That's going to be good and exciting for us. I know that they can't wait also, but you're going to get to see us also do some more scouting, more tracking, and how we do it out there. It is different than the way other people do it. I mean, if you have watched us in the past, or if you go to that home deterrence, tracking and deterrence 101 for homeowners, which is in the video link below. Also, the trailer and the complete video is in there. You'll see that we do things a little different than other trackers, but we just wanted to let you know we're back now. We're going to be doing a couple of more interviews, and we're going to put up some more tracking miracles and encounters, also standing feather stories. We're going to have more of those. All that's coming up now that we're back from the field. But like I said, we're going to be back in the field pretty soon too, so we're going to try to get as much done as we can. So stay with us, subscribe, like, share the videos, let more people know what's going on.
We sure have missed you guys.
And we sure have missed everybody. And plus, we're going to be doing the comments in just a moment too, before we really start with what we're doing, and we'll explain that also. Is there something on the bottom there?
And just monitors. We're going to pick a few people out to be monitors, just to keep the questions and comments on topic. And that's, just forego any trouble.
Yeah, and everyone knows how we do this. We're just going to be showing the topic or the pictures or the lesson, and then we're going to just discuss, those pictures and what we're doing. But we will have monitors to make sure that there's no other conversations going on in the chat. It has been a while since we've gotten back and done these. Most of the time, we've just been doing the morning tracker talks and videos whenever we can put them up.
And then we've been working on that book, which was another thing that kept us busy for a while.
Yep, and we've been working on that book, which is it is complete. So that is $25. You can do it in the Cash App. That's also in the description and on the banner here, I guess you'd call it. And we can get that out to you as soon as you
in PDF form.
In PDF form, so you can have that printed out on demand. I mean, right now. We will be trying to put that up on Kindle later, but that will also be a little more expensive than the $25 now. But it has everything you need, and it will save lives, and it already has. So, and you're gonna find a lot of information out there. So we're gonna ask the monitors to make sure that we have a good flow, and that we're going to do the comments now, as LeadTrackerE always does before we get started, and we'll take it from there.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to flip the phone so you don't have to look at my finger the whole time.
Let me get these back. We can start off like that if you want. Yeah, do it like that. Just go.
Okay, here we go. Thank you for your patience. Life's adventures, keeping it real. Hello, brother.
Hey, Jim.
We're glad you're here. Henry White says, hey, all.
All right, Henry. Julie.
Julie S828 says, hello, all. Hey, Julie.
You're hearing from me, Julie. It's been a while.
Linda from Texas. Hello, everyone. Henry E. White Jr.
Linda.
I do miss the work in the Navy. Henry likes to work.
Sure does.
Julie S828 is thanking Henry for his service. Absolutely. Good.
Right.
Judy Wheeler says, hey, all. Hey, Judy.
All right.
Some more greetings back and forth. Scott's Life and Interest says, hello, Henry, Judy, Jerry, LeadTrackerE. How you doing, Scott?
Hey, Scott's Life
and Interest.
Scott's Life and Interest.
Glad you're here. Let's see. More greetings. Very glad y'all are here. There's Darcy. Hello, everyone.
There's
Darcy is
Darcy.
a force to be reckoned with. Let's see. Everybody's greeting each other. Great group of people. Life's Adventurous says, from a spiritual point of view, interesting. It is. Darcy says, yes, they have helped many and will help many more, God willing.
Somebody said Vault and Chris are wonderful people.
Judy Wheeler says, hello, Vault and Chris. Good, good. I'm not sure if they're in here yet, but yes, they are wonderful people. Julie says, the man who made those is Don Johnson. He has a YouTube channel. I just can't think of the name of Don's channel. Well, they sure are beautiful. And just the right size. The little knife.
Oh, okay.
Life's Adventure says, Bigfoot told me he's afraid of Jerry Williams because he knows all the hiding spots. You got that right.
Oh, yeah. They know we know.
Judy says, sure missed you. We missed y'all too. More greetings. Linda says, hello, Henry. Luis Lopez says, thanks. Video's nice. Hola, Luis. Glad you're here. Thank you.
Good.
Judy says, congratulations on the book as well. Thank you. We're sure glad to have it done.
Yeah, it was a day and night kind of thing.
Scott's Life and Interest says, hi, Linda. And Linda says, hi, Julie and Scott. So we're all caught up on the comments.
There we go.
We're so glad you guys are here. Okay, so now what we're going to do tonight is look at photos that our trackers have sent in. They're not, and our team members have sent in. It's only a portion of them. This will not cover all of the trackers. We couldn't fit them all in tonight. So there'll be a part 2 and maybe even a part 3. But we're going to show you what we look for when we look at the photos, and we'll show you what they saw when they looked at the photos.
And again, the book that's PDF form right now is $25. If you ever had any questions, or if you're one of the people here who has hesitated a little bit, this book is for you also. But especially for as we titled it, for the people who have been scoffed at, ridiculed, been told it's not real, things like that. This book is for y'all. It's surprising to me, but I joined a couple of different Bigfoot groups just to share information with them. And of course, there's a couple of the groups that they're kind of irate people, I guess you would say, with knowing the truth or hiding the truth. But there was a lot of people who has never seen a Bigfoot. A lot of them who said that they believe in the Bigfoot, but they're not sure. But this is just surprising that there's so many people out there who don't know that these things are real, that they're out there, that they hunt, that they eat people, that they will ravish everything in the land. And if you notice, if they're in your area, you will notice a decline in the animals, the snakes, the spiders, crickets, locusts, everything like that. Even though the locusts are loud right now, they're still being eaten. You will get a couple, but also these Bigfoots will learn that mimic of the locust. So even when all the locusts are eaten, you're still going to have the sound or the mimic out there, and those will be the Bigfoot. So be wary of that also. And the Bigfoot documentary DVD. If you can get the book, get the DVD, or if you can get the DVD, get the book. If you've already got the DVD, get the book. It's a lot of information. Also, the Home Deterrence 101, that's in the description below also. The trailer and the full video, that's on YouTube. We put that up for you. If you don't know if Bigfoots are around your area, if those predators are around your area, watch that video. It's on YouTube. Watch that. It's free. We show you how we look for things and get these creatures to make mistakes so that you'll know for sure, 100% for sure. Also, these are the best trackers, Bigfoot removal crew you will ever meet. Also, all the audio I posted lately came from them. That is also from Tiki Bigfoot, which is out of Tennessee. We went there last year, almost a year ago, I guess.
Last September.
Yeah, last September. We helped do some deterrence in that area. We since returned and visited them again. The first time we went there was so much disturbance, blinds, everything that we teach about was right there. We helped remove some things and push them back. We got to visit with them again not too long ago, and we slept peaceful through the whole night. We had actually forgot that they had a rooster, because at that first time we was there, the rooster was there all night, defending and letting us know that something was out there. And this happened the entire time we were there. I would say we were there about 2 months, I guess. And that rooster was like that the entire time since we returned, because they have been keeping up with their deterrence. They've been moving their cams around, keeping them guessing, trip wires, all these other things that you can do to deter extra lights and things, not leaving food out. But also, if you can get that book, you need to get that book. It teaches all that too. It's got a lot of information that you really do need. That book will help you. But we slept well. No disturbances there. We forgot they had a rooster until the next day. So tonight we're going to be talking about different places that our trackers have been sending in some information to us. We're going to start off in Canada is what they call it now, Canada or Canada. This is from an honorary tracker that we have. His name is Bob. We call him Tracker Bob. He has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge up in that area. He's been in the wilderness all his life, pretty much, jobs and things like that too. Got a lot of knowledge about the woods, and we'd met with him not too long ago and befriended him. We started sharing information, and he has sent in some photos, and we're going to share those photos because we've been talking about this in our tracker meetings, and we're sharing some of this information tonight. But it's also how we do certain things. We're not a normal tracking group, and we're not researchers. We're not guessers or things like that. We know what we're doing out there. Our trackers know what they're doing out there. That's why they also all have the book also and the DVD, if I'm not mistaken, all except for the ones that didn't have the Blu-ray at this time. But Tracker Bob has sent in this photo that he took off the road, and that's actually the ending photo. Let me go ahead and put it up here. Let me start with this one. That's actually the ending photo. But here he took a picture of it's a sign, but it's right next to that TP structure. Let's see if I can get this. I think this is the first. And this is that TP structure, which he knows that he has Bigfoot in the area.
Oh, it's a large Bigfoot. Is Bob in here yet tonight? I don't see him in here.
I'm not sure. But Tracker Bob found this, but he knew that there's a lot of Bigfoot in this area from past experience. He found this TP structure pretty close to the road, which caught his attention right off. And so he got out, he looked around, did his surveillances, looked for the tracks. Looking for different signs, fresh breaks. He took pictures of different areas and dark areas. Now, we're going to show you a picture on the far right in that very dark corner right there. Of course, there's more in this picture, but we're going to just show you this one. Check this. Now, let your eyes unadjust. But this is a very large predator Bigfoot. It's got its head tilted to the side just a little bit. But that is that dark little corner of where he took this picture. Of course, there are more in the picture, but this was the clearest at the time. So our tracker, seeing this exposed, it's wide open, is a spiritual person also. So went out and cut some wood and made him a cross. He rebuked these demons in that area. He took that cross, right up to where the teepee entrance would be. And even though he could feel and know that these creatures were around, he planted that cross right on the door just to keep these predators and demons at bay, as you would say. And that was our honorary tracker, Bob, up in the North Canada area. We've had other trackers up in that area. And they did search and rescue, and they've rescued quite a few people. They know that the Bigfoots were the ones taking them in those areas. Some of our trackers have been followed back to their homes by these predator Bigfoots and hybrids. There are animals killed, disturbances and bad dreams and everything that goes with these things happen.
There's people missing right now from that area.
There's people missing right now from these same areas. They have a group up there that does a lot of tracking to find missing people. But they do know that there are Bigfoots and other hybrids in the area that take people. And they're a special group up there.
Bob had a function to attend tonight, and he said he would have to view it later. Linda let us know.
Okay, so our tracker Bob is not in, but we got his photos up.
And we do know that at one spot where they had an event, there was also a lot of the heavy tree shaking going on with in that area with the structures. I don't know how much he wants to get into on that.
Yeah, we'll talk with him more about that. That's the next
We'll
tracker.
let him tell that story.
Yeah, we'll let him tell that story. This also is a picture, another one of our honorary trackers. Henry has sent in. This is by his area. Now, even though it looks nice and clean and well taken care of, you still have to watch the baseline. Shadow on shadow, shadow language. I only got one of the pictures up. There was another face in here. This is the far right one, which is just right here. Should be just right here. Right here. This dark shadow right here, up in this area. This is one of the closer up frames, very large ones in this area. And you always got to understand that these things will lay down, get as low as they can. Just like this one with the drawing, this one. Very big creature that can get very low and being dark or amber and sitting in a dark area. They use that shade area, that dark area. You'll never see them, and you'll never even see the size of them. Bears and grizzlies will do the same thing.
Henry says he sat on that number 4 tree in the photo.
Good. I mean, that will give us a reference of the size. Also, that was in Pennsylvania, that area. So now we're kind of moving our way down from Canada. That was sent in from Pennsylvania area. I'm going to change this around. Let's see if I can.
And Scott's life and interest is marine.
And this is coming from one of our trackers up in the New York area. So we're moving down from Pennsylvania. This is into the New York area. Those are blinds at the bottom right. A little further back, I hope you can see that, but those are blinds in that area. We're going to get to the reason why we're showing you these. They're not the most elusive or exclusive structures, but these are what these predators and creatures use. So this is a blind that's close to the ground. The trees are laid down, but they still use this to hunt with. And here is another small blind structure. This is used by a small one. There are very small ones they use that get close and can hide in those little dark spots. You'll see what remain in just a little while also. But this is another one from the Marine who's doing the scouting up in that area. Here's another one of the pictures that the Marine has sent in. This is also another pull down, but it is a blind also. It is used for hunting. You can see the trail that is going up to that for it to just get behind it in the game trail. It is used for hunting. It is used for hiding. The Marine did some more scouting in that area. This is a hand print. If you can see it, that stick is in the very center of the palm pretty much. And the fingers are facing towards where you may see the live time. Those fingers are facing in the west direction. If that stick was going north and south, it would be going to the west. You can see the ridges of the hand and the in-between mud that's been in between it. The Marine also did some more tracking in that area. He got another print. This one is actually a footprint. And this is also again in the Adirondack area, if I'm not mistaken. Probably between the Adirondack and the Cascade area. There is activity up in there and people are missing also in that area. The Marine also did some scouting here. It's hard to tell, but there's a small predator Bigfoot if you get a chance to blow that up. It's that dark spot. Well, there's a couple, but the clearest one is the dark spot by the ground. Also with a little more tracking, this is, you can tell that the Bigfoot here stopped. The prints are close together, and this is how you can see if they've stopped. The prints will be real close together. Of course, if they're walking, it's going to be further apart. But this is where they stop, look around, decide on which way they want to go. It's the same way you would track a deer. The deer will do the same thing. They'll stop and have a whole bunch of prints at one spot until they decide on which way they want to go. So the Marine is still tracking in this area. He's found a lot of Bigfoot predator sign. And then the Marine comes up to this sign.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can blow this up or look at this picture, the only thing that that the Marine is finding in this area are predator Bigfoot structures and blinds, prints, tracks, other small predators in the area. Now this is now a restricted area because of all that sign. There's no wildlife in this area. The sign and statutes are saying that they could come in there and take all the animals and the birds, brush, and trees and destroy their habitat, but they're protecting the animals in that area. So, of course, that doesn't make sense. If you're protecting them, you sure wouldn't be taking out their habitat. But this is what the Marine reported and how far he went. He didn't go through the restricted area. But if you've seen the before pictures, you can see that all tracks that were leading into this area or these areas were predator Bigfoots. These signs are to keep you out so that these things get bigger and stronger so that when they come out and you don't know about them, you're also food in the pantry, as they say. Now, as we're moving and making our way down from New York area, we're going into the North Carolina area. We were up there also the year before, where they had newspaper clippings of be careful of the hungry bears. And
They like to blame everything on bears in North Carolina and South Carolina.
there was people who were found in Alabama. They were found assassinated. There was people that were missing while we were in that area. There was about a 2-day coverage after, I think, 4 to 6 days of the person missing. Then coverage came out, and it was swept under the rug. As far as we know, there was no more information on these missing people at those campsites that we talk about and for you to watch out for. So we have a tracker up in the Parkway area, the Blue Ridge, Mountain Ridge areas, North Carolina area, around the Cherokee areas also. He is one of our trackers up there. His name is Parkway, that we go by because he is up there and does the research up there. Well, he collects the information that we need from that area. He still has a lot of information that we haven't got yet. He hasn't even put that on his YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube channel also, Parkway. If you go to that, subscribe, like, and subscribe to that also.
And it's capital PKWY. He's got several, but that's the main one. It's a very good channel. Capital
PKWY on YouTube. Go there, like and subscribe, and see what he's doing in that area. A lot of information, and hopefully he'll have a lot more information up for you pretty soon. But here is some information that he has sent in also. This is in Parkway area, the Blue Ridge area. Multiple Bigfoot structures, X's, blinds. Here's another. And there are more photos than what we're showing. We're just showing a few from each area. But this is more X's that he has found in those areas. We don't have the video that he uses for the sounds and everything. But this is also the North Carolina area. We did some in the Tennessee area, and we're going to get some more things like that up for the next one. Again, we have a lot of trackers, a lot of areas, and we're just going to show you a couple. Then next time we'll do a couple more to give you more information. So now we're moving from the North Carolina area. We're going to move into the Kansas City area. We have a tracker up there. It's been with us for a while. She's our historian. She brings us articles and finds articles for us. No, we don't have those yet.
Okay.
Tracker Mary, she's a great historian. She finds everything that we need, backtracks, looks up certain things, sends us pictures, things that we need for the tracker meetings or to share information with everybody else. We met this tracker a long time ago when she was having some walking wolf problems, big walking wolf problems. So much that she could smell them, that they were walking on her porch where she could hear and feel the pressure of these big creatures on her porch. She was in the isolated area, and she didn't have all the information that she does now. And just by being the historian, has found more information that she needs herself. But she's also shared information with a tracking group, which if you are a Patriot member, you are in those meetings. And if any members will tell you, we have a lot of information that we share there that we don't hear or that we don't have time to. So Tracker Mary has also sent in a couple of photos we're going to share with y'all. This is the Kansas City area. Now, if you can see this, this tree is scraped from pretty much that top limb down. This tree was being shredded every night. This creature would come in, shred those trees with those claws. It left a outside of Tracker Mary's house in the shed where she was working the day prior, and that evening this creature came out and left a big hand scrape all the way across the shed from 12 feet, just scraping and ripping and clawing into the shed. Here's I think it's an ice refrigerator or something to keep food in. This is also in one of her storage areas, and that's a ice kind of a freezer thing. That is a very big handprint. That would probably be, and this is, so that would probably be about that big handprint on that, the refrigerator, that door. And so you're seeing a 12-foot gash down the shed. You're seeing that big handprint there. You're seeing the pine tree being stripped by sharp claws every night. And you also get to see the size of the footprint of it. This is a picture of Tracker Mary's foot. But if you can also see, that's on the inside of this walking wolf's canine paw here. And you can also see the claws on these, the creature. And that is in the Kansas City area. And a lot of these places, we're finding them in the cities. They're not far in the mountains. They're not far in the northwest or northeast. They're not as far as Oregon. I mean, they are up there. They are everywhere. There's not a place that we have not tracked, that we have not found these things. They are everywhere. Don't think that there's only just one or a couple like that, like the TV teaches you. They're never alone, and they're everywhere. Now this part right here is coming from the west side of Oklahoma. Now it's a picture of, trees and shrubbery and things like that. But this is also in the middle of a town. It's a town that many people have visited. It's this area alone is right between, I think, a college and a business section. But this is where a lot of people will go to get away from things, or there's a little creek in there. Children have been known to go in that area.
And homeless people.
And homeless people use that area also. But there's a lot of sign in this area that our scout up in that area has sent in. They wanted us to see that here in the city and the town where they are, and an area that has children also and homeless,
Surrounded by parking lots.
surrounded by parking lots where people are. Like we tell you, these things are in the cities.
Very narrow strip of woods.
We got bends and breaks. We've got all these pull downs that are just in that area. Our scout in that area took a picture yesterday and sent it in to us. I hope you can see this. And if not, I hope you have a big TV, because we just have the little phone right here. But you can blow that up and you can see the details of the face and everything. But it's odd. It's kind of like a, I would say, well, you can tell it's a hybrid, like a pig or something. But it's not a pig. These are an offspring. These are a hybrid of a Bigfoot. They have all types of hybrids. It just depends on what they're eating and what they produce. It's the same as a spider. What the spider eats, it will produce. Same as a Bigfoot. What they eat, they will produce. And that was from our scout, who's doing some leg work out there, trying to help her areas, just like all of our other team members, to inform people in that area. We only have one picture from two of our trackers. They're good pictures, but we didn't have the room to put the rest up. But we will be doing those again in another broadcast or another stream. But here is I'll let you have time to let your eyes adjust. But in that dark area, on the left far side going into the dark area, you'll catch the Bigfoot with the eyes. And I'm sure with a bigger TV, you'll see this also. But here, again, we have the small phone. So we know it's there. We can see it. But I'm sure you can also. Now, another one of our trackers, TRADUCIR, he's having to do some family work, so he's out of his normal area. But he's also, as we all are, whenever we're out on the road or out in the field, we're still looking for a sign. Here's a picture that he had sent in, and you have to understand that this picture is down in underneath a bridge. This gate that's underneath is about 4 foot tall, so you'll get a size kind of reference. That is about 4 foot tall, that little rail is. So the spike that we're talking about and that we're going to show you is used for fishing. It's used for pulling people in, hitting things, hitting fish. And the spikes on it are about 4 foot long, if not longer. And we do have some things that we're going to show you also. For an example, I believe the hook and everything. And here, let's go ahead and, yeah, I'll show the hook first.
Can you see it in
Be careful with all of this. Now, of course, we broke this part on accident.
when you're carrying it around.
We was carrying it and traveling with it. But this is a hook that was by a fishing area where people fish, where people swim, underneath the dock area.
In an embankment
And,
cave.
and it was laid up there just waiting for someone to step in it. And there was a small little embankment cave that was up there. And all they had to do was step in it and get pulled in, hit with this tip or with this tip. There's been known to be alligator attacks. So that's what it would look like, because if you're grabbed and pulled with this, your foot is going to be caught in there, if not punctured. But it's going to show your hand tracks being dragged in or turned. So it's going to make the impression that an alligator had pulled you in.
Here's another example before you see that picture of the type of spiked clubs. These are the things when you're out there looking and you find the ambush blinds, look for these kinds of tools and weapons, because they can just hide them so easily. You'll think it's nothing but a stick on the ground, but pay attention, look more closely. This actually broke off, was up here. But they place these where they can either use them to swing or where the prey will fall on them.
So here in this next picture, our tracker was traveling and got to make a stop and just looked off. And you have to understand, as trackers, you have different eyes. You're looking for different things. You're not just seeing the scenery like everyone else is. When you look over something, you're looking at the baseline, the next shadow, that shadow. You know, where's that blind at? Where's the top at? And that's just how we do it. It's just natural that we do that. Once we have everything checked out, then we look at all the beauty and enjoy it. But we're always on alert, and we're always aware in the beginning.
Secure your area first.
Secure your area first. Now here is the same tool, but that rail is 4 foot tall. People walk out there. People are standing out there. But that stick, just like that club that we have, that's got to be at least 20 to 30 foot.
And we need you to know that the Bigfoot, the predator Bigfoot, and their mutations get much, much larger than what you've been told.
To us, a 12-foot Bigfoot, 12 or 15-foot Bigfoot is small. Of course, they have smaller ones, but 15 foot to us is a small Bigfoot. We look for the 35 and the 40-foot ones. These clubs are carried by big predators. That didn't just wash up there. It didn't just, someone didn't get a crane and put that up there. A predator put that up there and is using it. That hunts in that area, hunts big fish, hunts people. You walk out there or stay out there at night, especially with like homeless people. People accidentally forget their safety precautions, and these things will take advantage of them. If you're walking looking the other way, not paying attention, you can be food, and will be if you're not paying attention. That was our Oklahoma, one of our Oklahoma trackers, DETERRANCE.
Do we have more further distance on that one too? Or just that one?
No, it's just that one. Just because of how much room we had. This is also from another tracker in Oklahoma, Pyromedic. This picture was sent in with another picture that we'll show you in just a minute. This is in Oklahoma. This is northeast Oklahoma. We're in southeast Oklahoma. They're in northeast Oklahoma. And these are translucent, and they're stacked up. One pretty much on top of each other, up against that tree. There's like this and this and this. They're stacked up right there against that tree. They're in their translucent state. They would be very hard to see with just a normal person's training with their eyes, because they don't look for discoloration, pixelation, crystallized look, or a watery haze look. Now, in this same area, Pyromanic had also sent in this carved totem, which was found on the Oklahoma-Arkansas border area. Now, this is how Bigfoots look pretty much, because they're stacked up on top of each other. So you may look like you got a two-headed or a four-sided bear pig man. Like one side will be a bear, one side will be a pig, one side of the front will look like a human, or it'll look like a deer, or look like a wolf on one side. But this totem shows you that the head is on top of another head, but that is also how you would see these things stacked up. Just as they are in this translucent state, it looks like they've got eyes on top of the other head. And that's the same way the totem. Okay, let me do this. Right here, if we can. If we could do it just like this, here is one head right here where that tip would be.
That's where the two eyes are.
That's where the two eyes are. Now you go down just a little bit more on my side, and there's one right here at the bottom. Further in by the tree, if you can see it right there. There's one on top of the other head up here also. And that's what we're kind of looking at with that totem also. The head, they'll be on top of another one. So it'll look like extra eyes up on top of another head, or on the side, or on this side. But also, they can have multiple eyes. And also, one eye can be looking straight up, or one eye can be looking down, or looking off to the left or right. Be aware of that so it doesn't throw you off.
They can also hang sideways in the tree, so it might look like one eye on top of another eye.
Yep.
Where you may be looking at one eye each from two different faces. And then within each eye socket, there can be more than one eye.
Mm-hmm. And so even with this totem right here, you can see why it was made the way it was made. That's the way they look. That's an exact explanation. But to a normal person, they wouldn't understand this totem or why it's made the way it is. But if you understand how they stack up and in the translucent state, it will look like something like that. So this is the exact replica of what it looked like at that time. Also in Oklahoma, another tracker, Tracker C, had his first encounter when he was 17. Our tracker at that time, he's 17. He was
21.
Or 21. I was 17.
I did too. That was my mistake. He was 21. He told us the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, at the age of 21, our tracker, who is about, I think, 6 foot or 6'4", something like that. Good tall man. Turned around while he was fishing at a spillway or a waterfall area in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. He's between 6 and 6'4". He turned around because he was fishing, and when he had his rod back and came forward, it snagged. And when he turned around, he was underneath the belly button of what's about a 12-foot Bigfoot. He did a drawing of it. He had an artist help him with that. And here is that picture of the Bigfoot that he had turned around and seen. You have to realize that he's standing around the belly button area of this Bigfoot. This was in Broken Bow, Oklahoma. This thing was larger in the chest than
A sheet of plywood.
like a sheet of plywood, one of those 4x8s, I think. Like a sheet of plywood that wide. Here's a close-up of the facial area.
He said the eyes were as big as Coke bottles and they were red.
And that it growled, and that he could feel his bones on the inside of him shake, and that his body shut down, and that when he awoke that his camp was destroyed, fish was missing, but at least he had his life.
Yes, he's prayed too.
And he prayed also. And prayer does work with these creatures, so always remember that. So right now we have all the way from Canada down the Texas area, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. And now we haven't got the rest of our trackers here. That's Alabama, Louisiana, the Colorado, everything we got there.
South
Carolina, Florida. I believe we're going to get a report from Florida also coming up. Oregon, yeah, we got some trackers up in Oregon. And I think that's all the groups that we have right now. We have joined some other Bigfoot groups. We hope to share information with them also, and hope that they accept the information that we share with them as well.
Did we get any of these? She's on.
We didn't get these on here either. There is more photos that we're going to have to get done. This is just our first day back getting all this. So we're going to go and do some comments real fast and catch up with that and see if there's any questions about these areas or what's going on.
Okay, I can do it from here.
Okay. And that's LeadTrackerE's department. She takes care of all that.
More highs. Life's Adventure says, as much as I know Bigfoot is real, I'm very surprised at the amount of people that don't know Bigfoot exists. Yes, it is surprising. And it's not good, and that's where we all come in. Junior Warrior's here. Hey, Junior. Adam Delorme says, what's good, relatives? Hi, Adam. Glad you're here. Darcy greeting, Junior greeting. Harper Faulkner is here. Harper, hey, how you doing?
Hey, Harper.
Julie greeting more people. Julie S828. More greetings. Julie S828 says, is it true that these creatures are moving closer to towns? Yes, they are in towns.
Yeah, they're already there. They're already in position.
Not just out in the country. Thank you. Yes, the best place to look is around dumpsters at restaurants and schools and daycares and hotels. Look for the blinds there. Look for blinds at recreation areas, roadside parks, giant drainage ditches, sewers, any place that the homeless hang out. They're going to be around them. They're going to be anywhere that people go to do drugs, anywhere that kids make a lot of noise, anywhere that there's like special events, event places, venues, churches, schools, anywhere that people congregate, make noise, and have food around. That's going to attract them. Henry says that'd keep the weather out. They're talking about one of the structures. Linda let us know Bob had a function tonight. Junior on one of the faces had said, or on one of the photos had said, "Is that a face?" And I think you did show that it was. Julian Williams is in, says Hallie Toe, Julian.
Hey,
Glad you're
Julian.
here.
Great to hear from you, brother.
Henry says, I've sat on that number 4 tree. Junior Warrior says they sure are ugly looking. We agree.
Yep, every one of them.
Linda says, yes, I see, and it's big. Julie says, wow, so many, scary. Henry says, I put a little measuring tape in my packs just for that situation. Yeah, that's a good idea. Life's Adventure says, make sure they don't throw rocks at you like they did me in my last video. Yes, that's not good when they do that at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead and leave the area. Henry, just like you do, that's good. Henry says, environmental conservation, talking about that sign earlier. Henry White asked, is that a cedar tree there at Mary's? I couldn't see it close
Yeah,
enough.
that was a cedar tree, yes.
Junior says, I have a question. These people that go missing, is it because they're not saved through the blood of Jesus and are easy victims as opposed to people who are saved through the blood of Jesus?
I would say yes. I would say that they're lukewarm people who they are protected up to a certain point, but if they are manipulated to jump off of a cliff, if they get scared, you know, like you would in movies or something, or if they do something to where they roll down a hill, lose their footing, people can't be
opening.
Yeah, or some kind of opening, like they're wanting to talk with a Bigfoot or a predator, leaving their mind opening to making that connection, giving them a right to open. I mean, for that open threshold, they can give them a right to a Bigfoot to eat them by
They
doing
haven't
that.
been taught.
And if they haven't been taught, that's why this book is also very important. But if they haven't been taught, they can go missing. People can give a right of way to be taken, to be eaten, especially if they don't know about their thresholds. But it's also, that information is in this book also. It's on PDF form now, 25. We can send that to you right away and get started. We've got a couple of people about to finish this book and get some reviews. And also, we're going to be having some private discussions on it.
And spiritual armor is just so important, and you get that through the Bible. It tells you exactly how to have your spiritual armor on.
And
in
we also
Ephesians 6.
talk about that in the book too, because it is needed to be known.
But yes, Christians can be oppressed, and they can be bothered. They should expect to be bothered, but they should also equip themselves for what to do when being bothered. Don't expect you get a free pass just because you're a Christian. You got to stay on top of things. Jim says no one really knows Junior. Linda says, yes, Junior, we are protected as written in Psalms 91 and Deuteronomy 28:7. Adam DeLorme says 35 to 40 feet. Yes, it's mind-boggling, but yes, Adam, that is what you heard. Christian Pratt is here. Hello. Saludos,
Hey,
Christian. Glad you're here.
Christian, saludos. Bienvenido.
More greetings. Henry White says that is a huge mask in the back of that truck.
Oh, yeah, sure is. That was made of stone, actually.
Linda says our armor on. Yes, this is exactly it. Our armor on, Ephesians 6:10 through 19. Repair any cracks daily as we talk to God. The Holy Spirit will reveal to you any openings or cracks when we ask daily as we apply it daily. God bless you. Doris Diaz is here. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Doris.
More greetings. Scott, which is Marine, says, oh, he's helping with, he's talking to Christian in Spanish.
Oh, okay. Good. Glad the Marine's here.
Adam says, no thanks. Yeah, I'm assuming, Adam, that you're talking about with the size of those things. I hear you. I hear you. Henry White Jr. says, so the Bigfoot kept his lure. You came away from that. Christian was talking to Scott. Junior says, pure evil looking creatures. Yes. JR's here. Hey, JR.
Hey, JR.
Says, got here late, but at an interesting time. Well, good. Life's Adventure says, already in the town of Rockford in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yes, they're definitely in the cities. That's exactly right. Tallahena, Oklahoma had one on the top of a hotel roof.
Yeah.
Julie says, thank you for answering my question. You're very welcome, Julie. Scott's talking to Christian some more. Julie is also in Illinois, up north by the Wisconsin border.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Hey, Balt's here. What's up, Chief and Sis? Hi, Balt. We were
What's
just
up,
talking
Balt?
about you a little while ago. Hope
Just
you're
talking
doing
about
great.
you.
And we believe that you are getting better and better each day.
Yeah.
More greetings. Chris Katz there. Hey.
Hey,
She says,
all
hey,
right.
sister, Chief J. How
All
you doing?
right.
Such a sweet, pretty lady. Darcy says, hello, Balt. Judy Wheeler says, any trackers in parts of Arkansas yet? We tracked through there, passing through, but just as permanent trackers.
No permanent.
Pastor Dave Rogers is there, but we haven't heard from him much lately, so we don't know what he's gotten out and about to as far as tracking. Judy Wheeler says, hello, Balt and Cat. Life's Adventure says, I hunt in Pecatonica. I don't know that area. Chris Cat is greeting more people. Balt says, I wanted to tell you, thank you for stopping by and spending time with us again. It was our privilege to do so. We were very happy to do so. We had a great time, and a lot of respect for you, very much. A lot of respect for you both. Judy says, Chris, more greetings, more greetings. Let's see. Okay, caught up on greetings and comments.
Okay, so we decided to start making a map of all the areas that has had activity. So if you do have areas of activity and you've confirmed that somehow, let us know also, and we're going to start putting up a big old map and put a pin up, and also show places that we've tracked already. Quite a few places, quite a few trackers have a lot of reports. So the only way that people are not knowing this information is through society and the not sharing of the information. Share these videos. There's other groups, Life's Adventures, Vault, DETERRANCE, Life's Adventures. They do have other things on their channels as well, but you can find a lot of Bigfoot information, a lot of cryptid information, parkways. There's more reports of Mothman looking creatures now, more in Alabama areas. But the good news is a lot of places that we've helped at, the deterrence has worked. People are using and keeping their upkeep in their deterrence, keeping those Bigfoots and predators out of their areas.
Made a difference. Made
a big difference. They're more peaceful now. You can deter these things. If you can, share with the information, share it with your neighbors, your friends. And I know it's difficult, especially with family and friends, but if you can show them little by little, they will start to see these things out there. They will ask you questions afterwards, and just share the information with them. They need it.
Maybe go back right now before the schools start again and especially the lower schools where they're noisier with the little kids and playing outside. Scout those areas, scout the woodlines around those areas before school's back, so they don't think you're just a creeper out there looking in the woods watching the kids. Go there and look for the bows, breaks, the blinds, the bends, twists. Look for all those things. They'll be facing the play yard. They'll be facing the exits and entrances. They'll be facing where the kids get out of their cars. They'll be facing anywhere that maybe in some of the older schools, the kids might sneak off and go into certain areas to smoke or vape or whatever. Look at those areas. There's gonna be some activity there. And if you have the ability to do so, clean them up, push back the wood line, see what you can do about it.
Yeah, push those wood lines back. I guess that's about all we can share tonight.
Yeah, we'll come back again with some more of this. We just missed everybody. We want to get this up quickly, and we'll be doing more. We've got a lot more photos from other trackers. Sorry we couldn't get to them all today.
Yeah.
There'll be one for sure, maybe two more shows on that. And then also it's summertime, be checking out your watering, your swimming holes, anywhere where the water is, where people are fishing and swimming. Check those areas for blinds, go 50 yards out and have a designated woods watcher, or even that watches in the water for shadows creeping up. And just like you have a designated driver, have a designated guardian too that watches things. Or if it's two of y'all out there, sit where your chairs are facing opposite of each other and you can watch each other's backs when you're out there having bonfires. Don't blind yourself at night. Maybe keep one eye closed. If you must stare into the fire, at least keep one eye where it's going to be able to see into the darkness if you need to. And know that while you got the music cranked up and the food smelling good and the hot dogs going, they're creeping around. They're gathering up and they're collecting information on you. So
also, if you don't have this book yet, get this book. We have it in PDF form right now, 25. It'll be more expensive on Kindle when we get it up with that. This is PDF. You can get it right now, print it out, or read it on your phone. Either way, it is very important. Just the information alone. We've some of the questions are the answers are in this book already.
it's everything from where they come from to what they want. What they're doing here, hand-drawn illustrations, what to look for out there, information that we have not seen in any other group, in any other book, is in this book.
Oh, I was just going to say that if you have, because there are a couple of people who have this book already. So if you have read this book, or if you've read just a little bit of the book, maybe you could put in like a little line or two of like a quick review so other people can see. Even if you've only read a couple of pages of it, you can still, even the table of contents, just the information in the table of contents. But if you have any words about this book, if you've read it already, or if you're reading it right now, if you have any quick review or any words about the book, you can post those real fast before we close out of here. And we do have one more verse, and this was about showing what our trackers are doing right now. We do have more information to share about that in other areas. But it's about, just like us, we just got in from the field about 2 days ago. We took 2 days of just resting and trying to get things back in order. We have another track and some trackers coming in, so we have to get ready for that. So this is just about coming in, getting your gear back together, healing each other, getting our warriors back ready. We got, this war ain't over. I mean, it is. We've already won it, but we still have to do our part right now to ensure everything. So warriors, get back, get healed up, get the right foods, get some water in you, get your gear polished, get your armor shined up, get ready because we got to get back out there. And we've got, hopefully we can get to have some guest people, some trackers come in with us also. Be great if, you know, Vault and Cat can come in once in a while, or Marine, Tracker C, any of the trackers, if y'all could make it in. Any of y'all, if y'all can make it in, we got places that we still have to check out. They're all places that we know and got permission to do it. It's all family and things like that. So we just need to get out there and get those areas secure for them. But this is what this was. And we will have a couple more because other trackers have information. But we want everybody getting in, getting ready. We've had breaks. The weather's breaking. We still have to get back out there. I know it's been hot, but we got to suit back up and get back out there. So,
and don't forget, we have the videos that you can go look at on the home tracking and deterrence on the LeadTrackerE channel. Where's that? Tracking and Deterrence 101 for homeowners. There's the trailer and the complete video. Those links are in the description. And then also the spiritual house cleansing with LeadTrackerE and Jerry Williams. That link is also in the description. Y'all watch those. The tracking and deterrence was done at Dee's house, and she's one who will show more of her photos. I think we can get to those next week. But it shows you exactly what we do when we get to a homeowner's house that's being plagued by these things, exactly what we look for and exactly the steps that we take to prove their existence and to deter them, get them away from the homeowners. So it was a really good track, and if you want to see how we do it, go look at that one. It will teach you how to secure your own property, or it might be your mama's, or who, you know, wherever you're sending your kids and grandkids for the summer. Make sure their places are secure too.
also, if you just want to help out, support the channel, the Cash App, become a Patreon member, get inside our Tracker Talks, morning Tracker Talks. All the Patreon members are invited to that. That is with more information. And don't forget, we're going to have that on Tuesday and Friday. Our next tracker meeting is Tuesday morning, 9:30 a.m. It's public until 9:30, and then it goes to private. Don't forget, if you get a chance, order your book as soon as possible. It's on PDF. We can send it right out to you. Use the Cash App or PayPal. Get that out as quick as possible. Get to study in that book.
We have a few more comments.
We're going to go back to the comments real fast and see if, and we're kind of hoping that there's at least one or two people who's read the entire book or read at least a little bit, who could put some review, even if it's a small one, out there, just so that other people will see maybe one or two small reviews of what this book looks like. We're going to have LeadTrackerE do the comments real fast, and then we will have our closing verse and closing prayer, and then we will see y'all again at least on Tuesday for the morning Tracker Talks.
We have Pyromedic is here. Hey, Pyromedic.
Pyromedic, we were just talking about you.
Track with him recently. That was really, really nice. A lot happened. He says the mask was made of volcanic rock. It was found 10 feet underground in the side of a creek bank. No idea how it got there or where it came from. It only weighs around 10 pounds.
Wow.
Thank you. That's really interesting.
Great information. Thank you, Pyromedic.
You came in just in time.
Perfect timing.
Judy Wheeler says, hello, Pyro. That's an intriguing lava mask. It sure is. Henry White says, online, all these people act like children. No common sense, really. I get some good info from them, but rare. Yes, we found it to be the same.
Yeah.
But one thing that's really nice to see is that the tide is turning. People are not getting bullied into shutting up anymore. People are starting to stand their ground and saying, no, I saw what I saw. I don't care if you believe my picture. I don't care if you believe what I say. I saw what I saw, and I'm standing my ground. And it's making a difference because the ones pushing it back and trying to mock, and a lot of those are people with an agenda. They're giving up a whole lot easier. They'll come in a little pack and they disappear in a little pack. Just stand your ground. Life's Adventure says country cemetery has activity. Yeah, the cemeteries almost always do, don't they? Pyromedic says, hello, Judy. I've tried to get the owner to let me make a sand mold so we could make a couple of copies. That wouldn't be such, I think you're saying so heavy. Oh, that wouldn't be such a loss if they were broken accidentally. Yeah, that's true. Life's Adventure says, hit the like button. Thank you. We forget to tell people that. Yes, please do. And Judy says, thank you, Jerry and Ella. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Julie says, thank you so much for all of this amazing information. Can save lives. God bless you both. God bless you too.
Thank you, Julie.
Adam says, thank you very much for the information. Be safe, relatives. Thank you for being here, Adam. Glad
Thank
to
you,
hear
Adam.
from you. Christian says, thank you, Jerry and Ella. Bendiciones. Blessings to you too, Christian.
Ciao, Christian.
Darcy says, oops, mine, not mine. I don't want to blow anyone up, LOL. And not today, huh? Life's Adventures, keeping it real, says, good night, everybody. May the Lord God bless you and keep you, and may his light shine upon you. You all have a good night now. Can't think of a better way to end it than that. Thank you for leading us out of here, Life's Adventures. Y'all have a good night, and we will be back very soon. Oh, we have one more verse, and it's 1 Corinthians 16, 13 through 14. Stay alert. Stand firm in the faith. Behave like men. Grow strong. Let everything you do be done in love. And we love y'all. Thank you for being here. And we'll be back. It won't be nearly so long this next time.
Here's actually that verse. Is this it? So we're going to say it one more time. I had the wrong verse up there, but I'll say it one more time. Stay alert. Stand firm in the faith. Behave like men. Grow strong. Let everything you do be done in love.
Amen.
Then we'll close with a prayer, and then we will see y'all again. At least soon.
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for all the wonderful people that you gathered here again tonight. Thank you for the knowledge that was shared. Thank you for the photos that continue to come in and the evidence that these monsters are everywhere. And thank you for giving us the insight and the knowledge and the wisdom of how to deter them and to get rid of them. Thank you for the protection that you provide. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen. Good night, everybody.
Wake the men of the camp. Stand firm in your faith.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, warriors.
You'll have a good night.
I don't want to wave on you. We'll see you again.